Welcome, my friends. The Ayurvedic Immunity Tonic. You're in for a treat. Okay, so each of the ingredients that go into this, I'll just rattle them off so you got them. Raw honey, black cumin seed, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, lemon juice, fresh basil, and fresh ginger, and roughly about a cup of water per person. By the way, people ask me a lot of times what kind of water I use. I use distilled water. I have my own distiller. I then put it through a vitalizer and give it structure and minerals and that whole effect that has. There's a lot of, and there's other spring waters and things, that have their benefits. But there's a lot of research being done nowadays by Jeff Premack, Qigong master. His company's called Press on Qi. And I'm not affiliated with him directly or anything, but just the research that he's doing regarding foods and specifically blending. His blended recipes are like elixirs of the gods as far as I'm concerned. And the distilled water that he uses, they're doing a lot of research with regard to taking out, calcification and things in the joints, basically as a counterpose, if you will, to arthritis issues. Because that's the thing, people are always like, well, there's no minerals in distilled water, so it takes the minerals out of your, bones or whatever. But in the research that they've done, which is quite extensive, it tends to be more the bad stuff we don't want. So they're using, with great, results, distilled water in the treatment of different types of arthritis. So anyway, just a little soundbite, ultimately to answer your question. I use distilled water. This recipe I got from my Ayurvedic doctor. All of these ingredients, I actually added in recent times the black cumin, as well as the cinnamon, just because they're so healing. I mean, I could do a video in May at some point. It may demand it, but there's enough information on the internet if you just Google the individual ingredients, how incredibly medicinal they are. Okay, these things are beyond, I don't get sick. I mean, just period. And if I ever get even close, these are the things that I take. I mean, just for example, quick soundbite: cinnamon and honey. Type in on Google cinnamon and honey, and you will see endless things. Just these two things, that the synergy that they have, all the heart disease and fatigue and endless bronchial asthma, all kinds of stuff. I don't want to get too deep into it, so I don't get sued by these people, who are making money off your sickness. But quite simply put, very powerful synergy, which is why I actually added cinnamon to this recipe. The original one didn't have, that my Ayurvedic doctor gave me, didn't have the black cumin or the cinnamon, but the cinnamon and honey are so synergistic, and plus cinnamon tastes good, I added that. Black cumin, again, it's incredibly medicinal. Whole books written just about that, and the effect it has. So we're going to put all these into the blender and whip it up. Now, if you don't have a high-powered blender, Vitamix, Blendtec, or one of these other bad boys, this is going to be that's a lot of black cumin. This is going to be very thick, and especially the ginger and stuff, it won't really blend that well. So what you might want to do is, I mince my ginger. This is the ginger and the basil. The ginger is not quite minced, but chopped, kind of fine. Throw those in there. What you might want to do, if you can handle it, just drink it. It'll be good for you. But if it's too much, especially if you're just coming to this for the first time, you might want to run it through a nut milk bag or a cheesecloth, and that'll strain it for you. Sometimes I'll just blend, for a long time, just a huge piece of ginger, with some goji berries or something, and make a ginger blast. Doing ginger alone, each of these ingredients, I could go on and on, but you should Google each of them. Ginger, everything that I already mentioned that's in here, and see the effect that they have. Ginger alone is one of the big healing, ingredients in so many of the Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. It's ginger is, I think it's got 5,000 different healing properties. It's off the chain. And again, kind of like black pepper, because a lot of people are into cayenne and super spicy stuff in the raw path, and that straight up can overheat you if you have a spice sensitivity like I do, being a fire type. Ginger won't do that, but it'll give you all the helpful and digestion and things. When I first got into raw and I was strengthening my digestion, I would put a little slice of ginger in everything. Everything that I eat, because people are like, oh, you're going to get gas and all this. If your digestion isn't strong, you will, coming to all this roughage and stuff, being raw. So ginger's really good for that. I'm going to use a leaf, since my hands are clean, of this basil to wipe off this honey, because I keep it in the fridge and it's nice and sticky. There we go. I use a raw local honey. Really good for allergies and stuff. Shot of lemon juice, okay? The seed went in there, but that's no big deal because it's a Vitamix and it'll handle it. Let's go ahead and throw in the black pepper. So this is one of my blended drinks that I actually blend till it's warm, like warm, because it, you know, in the name of immunity, a little bit of cinnamon and some turmeric, and I go a little bit heavier on the turmeric because it's probably the key ingredient. And again, as I mentioned with my Morning Star Miso breakfast elixir of immortality soup, the turmeric is synergistic with all this, and these other spices, black pepper, ginger, help unlock it, help make it assimilatable, all right? Because a lot of people take like really expensive turmeric supplements, not necessary. I mean, they're great, don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you don't have the money or whatever, this is just an easy way to supplement on a daily basis. So I believe I put everything in there. Honey's in there, black cumin's in there, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, lemon juice, and then I'm just going to blend it until it's warm. That should do. Now this is something, if I was combating like something that I wanted to heal from, I would, I'd have this probably twice a day. That's a tall glass. You can even split that. So maybe like in the morning and in the evening. A lot of these ingredients are in my morning soup. You know what I mean? Frankly, that's where I got the idea to put them in my morning soup. It's from this recipe. And you'll probably notice too, I'm wearing Ganesh, the great remover of obstacles. If I had a Vishnu shirt, I'd probably wear that. The preserver tends to be more associated with healing. But even Ganesh, because wellness obstacles, those are mega obstacles in all times, in places, on the path of awakening and health. Come on, you know, sickness is an obstacle. So this is a very powerful tool to help you overcome that, you know, and even just in like the season or whatever, like right now, you know, kind of like fall season, moving into the colder months, we tend to, it tends to be the season of, you know, being challenged with health for various reasons, you know. This is supportive, you know, but really any time. I've used this any time of the year. I think you'll find it to be very, very helpful in supporting your health. I offer you this tool of wellness with humility and with love and appreciation in my heart. Practice well and be well, my friends.